The season is coming ever closer. How excited are you on a personal level about going again and what can be achieved in the next 12 months?
Yeah, you always get excited with the expectancy of a new season, but you get even more excited when you feel that the quality of player and the experience of the players that we're bringing in are good, and we know that we've only really got to fill 2 or 3 spots, depending if we lose anyone or not. But we worked really hard to get what we feel is a winning group of people, getting the right people on your bus. And when you get that and you get that consistency, then the supporters get right behind it. Everybody gets more aware of that we have got a good group here, and we need to, as you said before, hit the ground running. And if we can do that, then we can get that wave of enthusiasm and that wave of expectancy, and an expectancy where everybody wants to win football matches and tries to have a good push for promotion.
Just reflecting on last season slightly, how much do you look back at the last, I guess, couple of months of the season with, I guess, disappointment, but also learning the lessons of what you took from that difficult spell?
Well, that's exactly what it is. When you're in the heat of a battle and you're the manager at a football club, you try and be honest, but there's some things you can't say, and there's some things you can say. At this stage now, of course, towards the end of the season, it was disappointing. It looked like we was pretty safe before the last sort of month of the season. And although we had, I think, the Morecambe game in that, where we won 3-0 at home, we had some poor results. A couple, like Forest Green was a poor result because of the nature of that particular game. The Colchester one, of course, was a poor result. So we didn't exactly finish on a high. So it helps you as a manager make your mind up as to who you need to move on, what you need to bring in, and whether you need to bring in a different calibre of player. And that's what we decided to do. So in a way, it's made us make decisions that if we'd have won the last 3 games, then maybe we might not have made. But we always thank the ones that are. It's always hard to move people on and not offer contracts to people that are really nice people, decent players but nice people, and they have to find passes new. Their family has to think of what they're going to do next, etc., etc. So it's not an easy job to do when you do that, but we have to be right by the club, and the club wants to be successful, so you have to make them difficult decisions sometimes.
You touched on it there. People like Danny Wright, someone who's extremely popular, someone you get on very well with, a difficult conversation to have, but you have to look at the bigger picture, I guess, now, and how you're trying to formulate a new look squad at Whaddon.
Yeah, because we're not ones to stand still, really, as management team, and myself and Pete, we're always looking at players all throughout the season, and you look even harder just at the end of the season when you know you've got to improve. And so we'd already sort of, you make inroads, if you like, to what you want, and that dictates as well who's got to go, because it's no use getting rid of everyone and not being able to find better to bring in. So you have to get that balance right and get that timing right.
In terms of the fans, I'm sure you can understand the frustration there was at the end of last season, because they always want the best possible results for the club, but no one hurts more than you. And how important is it now that the fans get right behind what is a new look squad and are right behind the team from day one?
Well, very, very important, of course, because they're the paying customer. They're the ones that you have to perform for. They're the ones you work every day on the training ground and try and improve the players and improve the number of points and improve your lot each year, because they're the paying customer. We know that, but and as you say, we get very frustrated, exactly the same. But sometimes we have to try and keep the lads. I can have a go at them like supporters would love to have a go at them. So when supporters are disappointed, rest assured that I will be saying everything that they would have liked to have said if they got the opportunity. And I know some people then say, well, you never blame yourself. Well, we do, and we in-house we talk Friday we have a review of the opposition, as you know, and we talk about the game we're going to play. We probably worked on it during the week, and then we do our set plays, and then on the Monday after the game we'll review it again, the post game, to say, did we do what we said we were going to do, who did, who didn't. They have their individual games sent to them every Monday, so that when they come to the meeting, hopefully they'd have seen already what they did or didn't do, so that there's not much of an argument normally. And that's when you pull people out and you say, look, you haven't done enough, you need to do more, etc, etc. And then by the Tuesday there's a full stop and you're ready for the next game, whether it be on the Tuesday or the following week. So you know, players know what's expected of them, and then it's just down to their mental state and physical state, because sometimes you have players that have little niggles and they say they want to play and it don't quite work out for them, or they say they don't want to play and they might have done. You know, there's a lot of ifs and buts feeding into every game, and, but all of us are doing it for the football club. You know, we're trying to make sure that we entertain, and there's been many games that we have entertained. You know, when people look back at the Oxford games, and I know we've said it before, the Colchester games, both of them, the Luton games, both of them, the Crawley game, where, you know, Swindon game, there was a lot of good performances that we showed, but we need to have more of them, of course, to be successful.
Pre-season fast approaching. But I imagine you're looking forward to getting into the boys and seeing how they come back for pre-season. And the pre-season programme's kind of being finalised with 2 big home games against Birmingham City and Walsall. How pleased are you with the programme that's been put together to get you in the best possible shape?
It's a very good programme, because we've got the biggest game, the best game for me that we arranged was on the 3rd of July against West Bromwich Albion at their training ground against their under-23s. A, because it's not a million miles away. B, that we can keep an eye on some of their up-and-coming players. But also it meant that my boys had to come back fit, and they had to do, whether they're in Magaluf, Dubai, wherever they are, they're going to have done some work, because they'd have only been, the 3rd would only be 3 days, 4 days into them coming back. So they know that they'd have to keep to their schedule that we've given them for the summer. Because if they come back in the build up to that 3rd over 2 or 3 days, they're not ready, they won't play, and they'll be doing extra work. But they'll know that, and hopefully they'll all come back and we'll be, as you say, hitting the ground running.
Just finally, in terms of yourself, how much are you looking forward to a new season? You've been in this situation many times where you've been looking forward to working with a new squad and a new campaign. How excited is Gary Johnson about what's to come?
Yeah, I might not look it, but I'm very excited. I haven't had my holiday yet. My wife's been at the door with her case for the last few weeks saying, what now? And I go, no, not now, won't be long. Because we needed to get this business done early. But you know, we'll be getting away soon, and that'd be nice just to have that little break, and everybody needs that break sometimes. But I am very happy, looking forward to the new season, because I've met all the players, I've talked to them, I know where they're coming from, I know why they've come here, they know why they've come here, I know why I've brought them here, sorry, and that's the exciting thing, that we all know what we're looking for, so all they've got to do is turn up and produce, and then I've got to produce, and that new, I think the new group is, I think people are going to enjoy watching and enjoy the empathy, because I think their personalities would adhere themselves to our supporters.